Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. I want to bring you all a little update on Litecoin USD today. We did the LTC BTC yesterday, so check that out if you haven't seen it. Litecoin's right now sitting at $55.52. We're up 0.84%. And a lot of people have been saying, is Litecoin becoming a stable coin? And that's just, guys, you have to be patient. Right now is the time to be patient. And what I'm going to show you is the upside targets, the downside targets, and the sideways targets. And see, guys, while we always talk about sideways targets, look what's been happening here. We have been moving sideways now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 or 9 days here, basically sideways movement. Right in that range, so you always want to be prepared for it. And there's a lot of guys out there who are itching right now because the market's not really moving. They get frustrated and upset because they want to trade, but this is the time you're patient. You dig into your books, you learn more, you study other charts, different things like that, and just get after it, guys. But right now is the time to be patient. But what we're seeing here, and if you all could like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you enjoy what we do here. So what we're seeing here, guys, we're still up above that white trend line that I was talking about right here. So that's our first trend line that we want to see hold, right? If we start having breaks down through that or candle closes down through that, then I would look down here at this 200-day moving average for support. And the reason why I would find that or believe we'd have support there is we found it here before. Basically, guys, we broke up here, we came back down, we got below it a little bit, traveled back up, hit it again, then we moved up, made our higher high. And now if we were to come down again and find nice support off that, guys, it'd be a very bullish thing. So that's where I would look at for support, and that range is going to be down there around $44 or so. And that's also coming with that golden cross, you know, that 50 moving average over the 200. So that would definitely be a good spot for support. Now, if we didn't find it there, we're looking at this trend line that we've really been talking about. This is the big daddy here, guys, because that is going to determine whether or not we're still in an uptrend. Like I said in that video, we're in an intermediate term bullish uptrend for Litecoin. That's where we're at right now, and it's exciting. It's a good thing, but we may still have some cooling off to do. You know, we're having that doji put in right here, just been moving sideways basically, guys. And what you're seeing here, let me fix this. When I move the chart, it changed. I'm sorry. We have decreasing volume, okay? So that's obviously a bearish thing, because if price is going up, you want the volume swelling up. You want it increasing, like you see over here. See this little move that we had here? Look how the volume started right there and moved its way up. You don't want it going down the panel. All right, so that's one thing that would maybe indicate we'd have a nice pullback down in this area over time. Could take 2 weeks, guys. That's how these things work. You have to be patient. Or tomorrow we could go back up and make a move off here. That's a possibility as well. You know, even if all the indicators are saying bearish, a big whale can come in here at any time and say, hey, I want to move the market right now, and I'm going to make some profit, and I'm going to rip my money back out. And that's what they did earlier with this candle, guys. You should have seen it just spiked up, and then all of a sudden they took tons of profit and it just pulled back. It was crazy to see, but it happened so fast, and that's what they do. So just be aware of that. Also, the RSI. Look here, guys. Price is going up. RSI, lower highs on it. So keep that in mind and pay attention to that as well. So those are the things that are on the bearish camp. You're looking at that volume, you're looking at the RSI, we're looking at doji candles up top there. We're looking at being a little overextended, how far we have basically have gapped away from this main trend line that we've been looking at here. We've just kind of overextended ourselves with decreasing volume. Keep that in mind. That's important, guys. That's very important. So basically what I'm saying here, remember this isn't financial advice, is me personally, I'm not saying, hey, I'm going long right now on Litecoin. I still think there could be some very healthy pullback to happen in Litecoin. Because overhead now, we have these tweezer tops, number one. Okay, so we got rejected twice there with that shooting star candle as well. But also look at all this chunk over here of support and resistance and just chopping around. That is going to be strong overhead resistance. Like I said, though, unless the whale comes in and just says we're going to do what we're going to do and it's time for Litecoin to fly, which can always happen, which is a great thing. But in terms of the books, guys, what I go off are these textbooks, the books I'm reading, Chart Patterns by Thomas Bulkowski, all that stuff. I'm going off those things and putting the odds in my favor. Remember, you always want to cut your losers short and you want to let your winners run. That's the name of the game. because everyone in this game is going to fail, and you're going to fail 20-30%. Even if you're a great trader, that's a great trader, you're going to fail 20 to 30%. The name of the game is to make 55%, 60%, right in that range, better trades, you know, than what you would be losing. So like a 60-40 spread, and cut your losers, cut them short, be done with them, and then let the ones that have potential, really let them run. Don't take that profit so quick. That's what I've been reading in all these books, and that's what I just want to share with you. But, you know, with all this overhead resistance, why would we not have some type of a pullback, guys, in this area here, even first, or down into here at some point? You know, we could even travel sideways, and you know how these big nasty candles come in. We could travel sideways, almost look like a BART pattern, and then drop down onto this, or drop down onto that 200-day moving average. I don't want to lose the 200-day moving average, though, guys, because it's hard to get back up above a lot of times. So it's nice that we are making those higher highs and higher lows up above the 200-day moving average. And that's at $44, which that'd be a nice pullback. That'd be healthy, and I think we could get a strong bounce off that. But ultimately, we want to see this yellow line hold, this trend line right here. That's our intermediate term uptrend. And that's what I'm looking at, guys. So that's what I wanted to bring to you on Litecoin today. Not a ton going on. I mean, there's not a ton to talk about when the price has basically been the same for 9 days. But I want to give you my thoughts on it and the things that I'm looking at. You know, pay attention to all this overhead resistance here. Pay attention to the tweezer tops. Pay attention to the decreasing volume. You know, all those different type of things. The RSI, the divergence of the price going up, that going down. You just say, hey, you know, there should be some type of pullback before we continue to move up. But that's just my thoughts, guys. I go off the books. Y'all are free to do whatever you would like to do. And I'm proud of each and every one of you for working hard, doing your best. God bless you all.